Huh? Did something happen? My name's Eito Tsukioka, 26 years old. I work at my grandmother's traditional cafe, Tsukioka-te. Right now, I'm on my way home after work. I just saw a woman crouching by the road and asked her if she was okay.
I'm sorry. It looks like I dropped my earring around here. I'm in the way, aren't I? I'll move right away.
Oh no! If you don't mind, I can help you look for it. Apparently, the earring was a gift from her boyfriend, and it's shaped like a ribbon. We found the earring soon after I started looking with her.
Thank you. I'd really like to return the favor somehow.
Well, if you're interested, I'd be happy if you could stop by the cafe where I work. When I handed her Tsukioka-te's shop card, she smiled brightly.
Tsukioka-te, right? I'll definitely come with my boyfriend someday.
The next day, while I was preparing for opening with other employees at Tsukioka-te, the manager, my grandmother, called out to me.
Good morning, Eito. Let's do our best again today.
My grandmother smiled warmly. She's nearly 80 years old, but still moves around with incredible energy. According to her, being around customers keeps her feeling young and lively.
Recently, more customers have been coming to see you, Eito, which has been a big help.
I guess my helping others is turning into free advertising for the cafe. I was raised by my parents to always be kind to others. That habit led to moments like yesterday's earring search, which, in turn, brought attention to our cafe. Of course, the reason customers become regulars after coming once is because Tsukioka-te is such a comfortable place to relax. Tsukioka-te was opened by my grandparents with the concept of being a warm place where people can take a breather. Even after my grandfather passed away, my grandmother has kept that atmosphere alive. By the way, both of my parents are working office jobs because neither of them has any talent in cooking. Once Tsukioka-te opened, time flew by, and soon it was lunchtime. Welcome! Good to see you, Inoue-san.
I'll have the usual, please.
She's Arisa Inoue. I heard she started working at a large company called Lovekoi Trading this year. Lovekoi Trading is close to Tsukioka-te, so Inoue-san often comes by during lunch. She's such a regular that her order can be summed up with the usual.
Yes, I said it again. The usual.
Thank you for waiting. Here's your crescent moon set meal and matcha latte.
Wow! Your 3D latte art is always amazing.
Every time she orders the matcha latte, Inoue-san reacts like it's new and exciting. Since I'm the one who makes the 3D latte art, it makes me kind of happy. As I start to feel sentimental, I realize I've become drawn to her bright flower-like smile.
This is my senior at work, Karma Tabata-san.
Nice to meet you. Inoue-san and I are in different departments, but we get along well. A few days later, Inoue-san came in with a man. Nice to meet you. My name's Eito Tsukioka. Even though Tabata-san said they were close, I couldn't help but feel some distance between them. Oh, so Inoue-san calls you by your first name. You two must be close. The moment Inoue-san left the table, Tabata-san's warm smile disappeared. No. Since this is my grandmother's cafe, if people call me by my last name, it gets confusing. That's why I ask customers to call me by my first name. I see. That makes sense. Feeling some hostility from Tabata-san's gaze, I started to feel uncomfortable. Inoue-san is the daughter of our company's president, you know. I suggest you stop aiming for her, cafe worker. What? Inoue-san works at a nearby company, but that means she's a high-class lady? Oh, it seems you didn't know. Let this be a lesson. You should refrain from getting too close to customers from now on. I never intended to, but the fact that I was attracted to her left me speechless. When Inoue-san returned to the table, I couldn't remember a single word of our conversation. Realizing the difference in her status, I began to struggle with how to interact with her from then on.
Eito-san? You seemed distant lately. Is it just my imagination?
A week after Tabata-san's visit, Inoue-san nervously brought this up. It wasn't during the usual lunchtime rush, but rather near closing time. With fewer customers around, maybe she thought it would be a good chance to sit down and talk. Inoue-san, do you have time after this? With her and my grandmother's permission, we decided to stay after closing to talk. After the cafe closed, I explained how I learned Inoue-san was the president's daughter. Feeling awkward about telling her, I also mentioned the conversation I had with Tabata-san.
I'm sorry that Tabata-san said such rude things. I didn't mean to hide that I'm the president's daughter, but I didn't think it would cause any trouble.
Oh, no. I don't really care about what Tabata-san said. Besides, there is no reason to go out of your way to talk about your family. You don't need to apologize. It's just that I became overly conscious of it. I started thinking things like, this must be a boring conversation for someone of her status, and that made me awkward. But worrying my customers like that means I failed as a cafe worker. I'm sorry.
No, Eito-san, you don't need to apologize either. If our roles were reversed, I think I'd worry about similar things, but...
At this point, Inoue-san cut off her words and gave me a hesitant upward glance.
For me, it doesn't really matter if I don't understand the conversation. Just hearing you talk happily is enough to make me happy. And with your matcha latte, I'll feel like I have 100 times more energy. So I'd be glad if you treated me the same as always. If that's okay.
Yes. It's a little hot, isn't it? How about I get us some cold drinks? On the house, of course.
Thank you.
Suddenly, I felt embarrassed and stood up from my seat. How can I not be conscious of her after she reacted like that? But at the same time, the distance in her social standing is real, and confessing now might be too hasty. I need to work hard to become someone worthy of her. That's what I decided. The next day, I immediately took action and began conducting surveys with the customers.
Huh? Improvements for Tsukioka Tei?
This is Naruse-san, the university student I helped find an earring for. Since then, she and her boyfriend have become regulars.
Well, if I had to point out something, I'd say the photos for social media. The 3D latte art is definitely Instagrammable. But sometimes the angles feel like a missed opportunity. But hey, that's just a casual opinion. I'm not sure if it's helpful.
No, that's incredibly useful feedback, especially from someone who seems knowledgeable about social media. Oh, you're asking me, the great Shimizu Daiki, for advice on your cooking? Next, I decided to ask Shimizu-san, another regular customer, for his thoughts. I met Shimizu-san several months ago, right before closing time. Are you okay? You smell nice. I was just craving chicken tempura bowl, pumpkin stew, eggplant and broth, and some miso soup. Don't eat my uniform! I'm not food! Shimizu-san was collapsed outside Tsukioka that night, hungry and exhausted. I prepared a chicken tempura bowl for him, and ever since then, he's been a regular customer. Now then, let the great Shimizu Daiki give you some advice. You should feel lucky to get my opinions for free. Take thorough notes, Eito-kun. Yes, sir. From that point on, I actively sought feedback from Inoue-san and other regulars. I compiled all the suggestions, continued refining them, and as a result...
Oh my! Looks like we'll need to hire more staff at this rate. We might even need to consider opening a second location first. Recently, the cafe has been so busy that we sometimes have to turn customers away due to lack of seating.
Tsukioka-te's reputation was growing, and we were fortunate to have increasingly busy days. It was all thanks to our loyal customers and the support of my grandmother and her staff.
If we do open a second location, Eito, I'll be leaving you in charge. I need to start teaching you all about management as well.
I'll do my best to carry on the legacy of Grandpa and Grandma's cafe. I'm still learning, but I look forward to your continued guidance and support.
Oh my! You've grown into such a proper adult, Eito, talking so formally like that.
Meanwhile, over at Lovekoi Trading... Hey, Inoue-san, why don't we grab lunch together again sometime? Tsukioka-te has been really crowded lately. I could recommend a few different places for you.
I'll pass. Why don't you invite one of your junior colleagues for lunch instead?
Why are you being so cold? We had such a good time last time, didn't we?
A good time? I didn't enjoy it at all. That day, you forced yourself along to Tsukioka-te because you claimed you were interested in the place. I foolishly thought that maybe you'd become a regular customer. But after you insulted Eito-san, I'll never join you for lunch again.
Damn it! Inoue-san's being cold to me ever since she joined the company. Wait, so that cafe worker ratted me out, huh? Shortly after that, negative reviews about Tsukioka-te and me started appearing online and on social media. The staff at Tsukioka-te are terrible, especially the owner's grandson. He's the worst. The owner's grandson treated me horribly. I'm seriously upset. And the food was bad too. The whole place felt old and dusty. Tabata seemed pleased with himself, but...
Fake. The owner's grandson and the staff are always so kind and polite. I come here daily. I've never met anyone kinder than the owner's grandson.
The fact that you can't even describe the food shows that you didn't actually eat here.
The place is always clean and comfortable. Has this person even been to the cafe?
The flood of replies calling out the fake reviews quickly put an end to Tabata's slander. Damn it! Why is that cafe so popular? If it comes to this... A few days later, Tabata-san returned to Tsukioka-te for the second time. I'll have the chicken tempura bowl, please. Despite the unpleasant first encounter, I couldn't simply turn him away. I treated him like any other customer, but then... So, what part of the chicken are you using for this dish? We use chicken breast for the tempura. I knew it! The meat is so dry! For fried foods like this, you're supposed to use thigh meat to keep it juicy. You clearly don't know what you're doing. Well, it's a ran-down cafe, so you probably just use cheap cuts to save on costs, huh? Actually, there's a reason we use chicken breast. No need for excuses. I bet you just want to make a profit by using low-quality ingredients. You probably see your customer as nothing more than wallets. I bet even the regulars who come here are just clueless suckers. Is that so? In that case, there's no need to pay. Please leave. Immediately. What? You're kicking me out? Your behavior has disrupted the enjoyment of our other regular customers. At this point, you're no longer a customer yourself. Also, you'll be banned from returning, so please don't come back. What the hell? You can't ban me just because I hit a nerve! Tabata-san scoffed at my firm response, but then... Oh, hit a nerve? More like you made baseless accusations. Shimizu-san's comment made Tabata's face twist in irritation. What? The one spouting nonsense here is you! This owner's grandson admitted it. He said they used cheap, dry chicken breast. Yes, chicken breast can dry out if not cooked properly. But with the right techniques, it can be tender and moist. Marinating in things like salt or yogurt is common, even in home cooking. I've been ordering the chicken tempura bowl regularly, and not once has the chicken been dry. Also, the cafe doesn't use chicken breast just because it's cheap. Right, Eito-kun? Yes, our cafe serves a wide range of customers with different preferences. That's why we use thigh meat for karaage and chicken breast for tempura. By the way, we clearly list the type of meat used for each dish on the menu. Maybe you didn't read it, or you deliberately ignored it to create a point of attack. Fine, but how do you know they're not tricking you too? Do you even know who I am? Shimizu sighs in exasperation as he hands over his business card. Tabata takes it and is left speechless. No way! Shimizu Daiki, the famous food critic? That's right. Shimizu-san is a well-known food critic, famous even among the general public. By the way, the advice he gave us in the past was, for your seasonal moon viewing hamburger plate, the side dishes are a little too heavy. Normally, your side dishes are fine with the Japanese-style hamburger, as it's refreshing. But with the demi-glace sauce on the moon viewing hamburger, it feels a bit too rich. Also... And that constructive critique went on for an hour, which led to significant improvements at Tsukioka-te. I can tell right away if a cook is lying about their food. So maybe you should stop pretending you know better than me. Shimi's smile made Tabata grit his teeth in frustration. At that moment, Inoue-san entered the cafe.
Tabata-san, why are you here again? You're not causing more trouble for Eito-san, are you?
Inoue-san? No, this is a misunderstanding.
Eito-san is someone I deeply respect. If you've caused him any harm, I won't stay silent about it.
Inoue-san then began to recount the day we first met. A year ago, on a rainy day, I noticed a woman walking with crutches, completely drenched by the sudden downpour. That woman was Inoue-san. Fearing she might catch a cold, I rushed over and held my umbrella over her. Then, there's a cafe where I work just around the corner. It's her day off today, but I can offer you something warm to drink if you'd like. When I made the offer, she quietly thanked me. Once we arrived at Tsukiote, I gave her a towel and called a taxi for her. She had only planned a short outing, so she had left her phone at home. While waiting, I made her 3D latte art matcha latte. Cheer up, okay? I made a little voice for the milk animal on top of the latte, but her only response was a blank stare. Immediately, I felt embarrassed, but then...
It's cute! Thank you. I feel a lot better now.
Though tears were still falling from her eyes, she gave me a soft smile. In the end, I never asked why she had been crying, and we passed the time chatting casually until her taxi arrived.
That day, I couldn't hold an umbrella because I was using crutches after breaking my foot. I was completely drenched, and most people just ignored me. Some even shouted rude things. But Eito-san was different. He reached out and helped me. And when I couldn't stop crying, he made me smile again. So for me, both Eito-san and his matcha latte hold a special place in my heart.
But that kind of kindness is something I could do too.
Excuse me?
I'm serious about you, Inoue-san. I can do anything if it means making you happy. So, forget about this cafe worker and...
Stop! Please don't say another word. Hearing you cheapen your own words makes me sick.
Huh? Why?
Earlier I mentioned that someone shouted rude things at me when I was soaking wet. That was you, Tabata-san.
What? For a moment, Tabata-san was speechless. But the realization started to dawn on him, and his face turned pale.
I remember it clearly. You said, "Get out of the way with those filthy crutches."
That was before you joined the company. I didn't realize it was you.
I see. So if it wasn't the president's daughter and looked filthy, you wouldn't be interested in me at all.
That's not what I meant.
I will never forget how hurt I felt that day. I will never be interested in you. If you really care about my happiness, then stay away from me.
Just when Tabata-san was about to slump over, the accusations against him weren't over.
I just remembered something. The first time I met Eito-san, this guy bumped into me and I dropped my earring. Even though I apologized, you just complained and didn't even help. You said, "Stop blocking my way, you flashy girl." Actually, I've seen him before too. I remember thinking it looked like he was harassing one of his junior colleagues at work. But to think he was like this too. My, what a rude and thoughtless man. He's nothing like my dear grandson. Even if someone did become your girlfriend, I can see her falling out of love quickly and being treated badly. No wonder no woman could ever fall for you.
And so, under the glaring eyes of the cafe's regulars and my grandmother, Tabata-san... Shut up! Who cares? Why should I go around helping others when it doesn't even benefit me? Isn't it smarter to live with myself as a priority? Just then, another customer arrived at the cafe. So that's how you really feel, huh, Tabata-kun? Sir? What are you doing here?
We were planning to meet here as a family for dinner today. Looks like I'll save myself the trouble of explaining to my father now.
It seems there may be more issues with your behavior at work too. We'll be conducting an internal investigation. No, please! Tabata crumples to the ground, devastated. From his reaction, it seems likely he's hiding other misconduct. Tabata-san, this is all the result of your own actions. Instead of belittling others, you should have been focusing on improving yourself. Once again, I must ask you to leave immediately, as you're disturbing the other customers. And so, the commotion caused by Tabata came to an end. Later, an internal investigation at Lovekoi Trading revealed that Tabata had been harassing his juniors and pushing work onto others. After receiving disciplinary action, he eventually resigned, unable to continue working there. Hello, please, I need your help! Tabata is reportedly struggling to find a new job and has been calling everyone he knows for help. However, his reputation for being heartless has spread, and no one is willing to assist him. As for me, I confessed my feelings to Inoue-san, and we started dating. A few years later, when my grandmother retired, I took over the management of Tsukioka-te.
I'm praying that Tsukioka-te will continue to be a place where your kindness reaches every customer, Eito. Arisa-san, please take good care of him.
With the influence of Shimizu-san's reviews, Tsukioka-te eventually expanded into multiple locations, and then... Arisa Inoue, will you marry me?
Yes! Of course!
Even if the kindness you show others doesn't directly benefit you, it enriches your heart and strengthens your connections with others. Those daily acts of care and support will continue to shape our happy lives together. With that in mind, I hope to walk forward with the one I love by my side.
What are you gonna do in the future with grace like that? Your life is over. I think about my life in my own way. Leave me alone. My classmate, Goro Nichida, keeps being sarcastic towards me. Oh, but this situation is a great idea for story writing. Hey, how dare you end the conversation and take notes? Our high school is gonna be different, and we will lead different lives anyway. With that in mind, I ignored the daily insults. But, hey, is your company on the first floor of that building? So tiny! People with low educational background are losers even if they become adults. The year I turned 25 after entering the workforce, I met him again. I work at a large company here. The whole building is my company, you know? It's amazing. Stop that, you boasting? That's embarrassing. What did you... Shut up, you high school graduate. That's why I said you're an idiot who doesn't think about the future. After all, the world you live in is determined by your educational background and place of work. My name is Hajime Moesugi. I'm an ordinary office worker at an ordinary company. In order to prioritize what I want to do, I chose a job that was easy to work in. The salary is not high, but it suits me, and I'm satisfied with it. I don't want to live a glamorous life, and I have plenty of savings, so I'm happy. But I'm doomed to think I'll have to bear with Nichida's sarcasm again. Well, that might become a good idea for my story, though. Meanwhile, Nichida was returning home, frustrated. Damn it, I had no idea he was working in the building across the street. Ah, damn. He's always being carefree, and just looking at him makes me angry. And lately, my subordinates can't do any work at all. My burden's only increasing. That's frustrating. Oh, that's right. At times like this, I'ma read my favorite manga. I bought a lot of manga today. Just like that, Nichida fills his bed with manga and begins to relax like an elementary school kid. Whoa, seriously? Pentagon Sensei's latest work is so interesting. I'll send Sensei a message later today. I really wanna meet him. With the face of a maiden in love, he immersed himself in reading manga. On the other hand, I was greeting my sister and her friend who came to my house.
Hey, Ni-chan. We'll be here for a few days.
Hey, you have an exam tomorrow, right? Do your best. I'll make you a katsudon.
What? Are you trying to get us heartburn tomorrow? No way.
High school students have strong stomachs, right? I wanted to try making good like Katsudo once. Try it, just a bit. The girl who treats me coldly is my younger sister, Mion. She has always thought of me as a bad example, and...
Thank you for having me. I think I'll be bothering you, but...
This girl is Shinobu Koino. She's a cute halfy girl. No, you're fine. Make it your home. Since you became Mion's friend, she's become kinder to me, so I'm happy to have you here.
Oh, thank you. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw Hajime-san. Oh, he's really cool after all.
Mio and Shinobu are third-year high school students. They came here to take the entrance exam for a private university in Tokyo. After quickly finishing dinner, the girls immediately started studying. Well, I guess I'll work on the side too.
Work? Just drawing manga, right? But Hajime-san is a pro, right? Isn't that amazing? You know what? Drawing manga itself is fine. The problem is that he uses people around him as models for his characters without permission.
I'm a manga artist as part of my job. Of course, the genre is RomCom.
Oh, hey Shinobu, the formula here is wrong again. Be careful. Huh? Oh, you're right. Oh, thanks. Good thing I noticed it now.
Woohoo! That was a nice friendship right there. Great idea for my manga.
Nii-chan, you're noisy. Out in the hallway.
So, on a cold winter night, I ended up standing in the hallway for a while. Of course, I did nothing else to interfere with their studies. Sorry, girls. And the next day is the exam day. I wake up early in the morning to make a lunchbox. Mio must be nervous as well. She murmured a small thank you and accepted it.
After the exam is over, would you like to go eat somewhere for dinner tonight with us?
Huh? Okay. It's a good work dinner party, huh? I might make you wait a little bit, but is that okay?
Of course it's okay. Yay! That will be great reward. I'll do my best today.
Delicious food is perfect as a reward, isn't it? I should look for a good restaurant. Time passed quickly, and it was evening. The girls had left the venue.
You're more nervous about going to see Nii-chan than about the exam. Your heart is pounding. I can't help it. I don't see Hajime-san in a suit very often. I'm nervous. My friend is in pure love with my brother. I feel complicated. Well, because you're so purely in love with him, I can't help but support you, so I started interacting with him more and more, But seriously, what do you like about that lame guy? My family is strict, right? Manga was never allowed, so I visited your house and read it for the first time. Then I saw Hajime-san drawing a picture. I thought it was like magic. Grades, awards, accomplishments. I had been living my life with only those things in my mind, so I felt like my horizons expanded. It was like, there are so many amazing things in the world. It's true that you were a bit depressed when we first met, so maybe it was a good encounter. Plus, the sight of Hajime-san pushing forward into a world I doesn't know about looks really cool.
Shinobu-chan suddenly looked up at the building and had a slightly complicated expression on her face. Mion tilted her head.
What's wrong, Shinobu? My brother's company is on the opposite side. It's this way. No, nothing. I wonder if he has finished his work.
When the girls arrived at their destination, there were two guys making a small noise. You're so persistent. Stop getting involved with me. You're like one of those typical nosy obasans in the neighborhood. Huh? Shut up. A poor-looking suit and a poor-looking bag. It doesn't suit this office district. Just the thought that I'm breathing the same air as a bottom feeder like you is so unpleasant. Why don't you quit your job already? I'm neat and tidy. I take care of myself properly. Leave me alone. Mio and Shinobu-chan widened their eyes when they saw me being harassed by Nichida again.
What is that?
You're really creepy and disgusting. bottom feeders should just crawl around.
Hajime-san is not a bottom feeder. Please stop. Hey, Shinobu, stop! He might be his business partner.
Shinobu-chan steps in between me and Nichida. Huh? Who are you? Why are there high school girls in a place like this?
You've been harassing Hajime-san. What do you know about him?
Shinobu-chan? What do I know? This guy doesn't have much of an academic background, and his company is at the bottom. He has no merit whatsoever.
Educational background is not everything, and there is no bottom or top for a job. And Hajime-san is a manga artist. There is nothing wrong with someone who has the ability to move people's hearts, is there?
Huh? A manga artist? It's probably just a self-satisfying hobby anyway. Does he have a business card? Huh? Ah, yeah, here we go. Nichida receives it, surprised that I actually had one. Huh? Pentagon? What? From that manga? No, it can't be. Are you a pretender? You bastard. There's no way a guy like you could draw a shoujo manga with such a modest and elegant design. Huh? Well, it's true that my editor has warned me to draw it modestly and elegantly. I mean, women's chest. Don't be silly. What an inappropriate joke. You bottom feeder have no right to pretend to be Pentagon Sensei. Oh no! I custom ordered that card. That's pricey, you know?
You tore up Hajime-san's business card?
Huh? So what? These business cards are trash. Mine's much better. After all, I'm an elite employee of Trading in Love across the street. Huh? Are you satisfied now? I'm embarrassed by all the attention we are getting, so can we go? After I pointed it out, Nichida finally noticed the gazes of the passersby around us, and he started looking uncomfortable. A working adult being protected by a high school girl. What a lame guy. Fine, that's it for today. Seeing Nichida leave quickly, we felt a sense of relief. I'm sorry. He's a former classmate of mine, but he seems to hate me.
You always get harassed by really weird people, don't you? Well, I'm glad he wasn't your client or anything, but shouldn't you act a little more dignified? Come on, let's go eat, Shinobu. Shinobu? I have now made up my mind.
Huh? Mio and I couldn't help but be stunned by Shinobu-chan's unusual atmosphere. The next day, when Nichida went to work as usual, he was immediately summoned by the president. What does the president want with me? I'm nervous.
Well, you've always been shy to come here. I never thought you would ever want to come here like this. How was your exam today? I'm sure you did well.
Yeah, it should at least get 90% or higher. I'm pretty sure I can pass.
A girl's voice? Excuse me, what? Nichida sees Shinobu-chan and lets out a voice of surprise.
You're here. Actually, there's something I'd like to confirm with you. Let me introduce her first. This is my daughter, Shinobu.
I'm Shinobu Koino. We met yesterday, didn't we, Mr. Goru Nichida?
Maybe you were with Moisuke yesterday.
Shinobu-chan smiles widely. She's the daughter of the president of Trading in Love, and she has been raised to be the successor.
So let's get to the point. I heard that you are making condescending remarks towards an employee of another company. And you were even shouting loudly in front of her building. Apparently there are witnesses, and we've got a number of complaints.
I know, because I was there too. While proudly saying the name of our company, he kept abusing that gentleman. That was a very shallow act that is enough to damage our company's credibility. Are you aware of that?
I met up with a classmate from junior high, and have gone too far with my jokes.
So, It's okay for a working adult to slander others as a joke. You even tore up his business card. Until now, I lacked confidence in my ability to succeed the company, so I didn't want to come here. But I cannot ignore employees who look down on others and behave in a rude manner. I don't have authority yet, but I could at least report this to my father. Please look back on your actions.
Nechida was just breaking out in cold sweat in response to Shinobu-chan's scolding. His face turns pale. The president then sighs.
I've also heard from your direct boss. It seems that you've been stressed out these days, and have been hard on your subordinates as well. I cannot entrust the work of a supervisor to a guy who can only think about himself.
I am very sorry. I am deeply reflecting on this matter. Please give me a second chance.
You're a hard worker and can do your job, but that's not enough. Start over from scratch.
Oh, no way! His demotion was announced by the president. Nechida was completely depressed and hung his head in disappointment.
Cheer up. It's true that you've been acting out of control these days. Take this demotion as a good lesson.
Fushima-senpai, I've been thinking I was the hardest worker and the best guy in the world. I'm so pathetic.
You're a surprisingly honest guy, though. Okay, let's go have a drink today. Let's talk about our favorite mangas while getting drunk. You have that favorite artist who you always send your passionate messages to, right?
Then, I bumped into Nechida again. Nechida looks at Shinobu-chan, and his face quickly turns pale.
President's daughter! Oh, thank you for your hard work. You are Fushima-san, right? You were presenting in last year's company-wide meeting. I saw you in the video. Oh, yes, that's me. I heard that you came on a company tour today. Yes? There was an employee who was causing problematic behavior, so I had reported him to my father.
Shinobu-chan gives Nechida a cold stare. He's shaking. Then, a female employee who appeared to be Nechida's senpai looked at me and let out a voice of surprise and joy.
Oh my goodness. You are Pentagon-sensei?
Oh, do you know me?
Of course! I saw you at the autograph session. You don't usually show your face in the public.
Thank you for your support. Oh, I can give you my autograph if you want.
Wow! Is that okay? I always carry your manga with me to recommend it to people. I'm like your self-proclaimed missionary.
We were delighted with this unexpected encounter and talked happily. However, Nechida looks as if he's in despair. Huh? Senpai? What do you mean? Pentagon-sensei is this guy?
That's right. You can only see him at autograph sessions, so I'm really happy. The psychological depictions in your manga is so detailed and crazy. The last chapter was also great.
Really? There was a good motto for the latest chapter. Ow! Don't kick me, Mion! At that time, Nechida remembered the love he had for his favorite manga artist. The days he continued to send love letters to that artist. I wonder what kind of person Pentagon-sensei is, drawing such a wonderful shoujo manga. I'm sure Sensei is wonderful. She must be a wonderful lady! And Nechida fell to his knees, as if he had been defeated by something.
Oh, he must be so happy that he can't stand standing anymore. Sensei, he's a huge fan of you. The amount of his love for you is crazy.
What? I didn't know that. Nechida, you also read shoujo manga? Maybe I misunderstood you. Nechida became fossilized, so I decided to draw my autograph on the back of his left hand. And as I saw him being dragged by his senpai, I decided to work even harder on my manga. After that, Nechida, who returned to a rank-and-file employee, began to work hard as if he's trying to forget something. He worked day and night, even finishing all the work of his inexperienced kohais and negligent senpais. It seems that even his boss was so taken aback by his fierce work style that no one could complain. And a few months later, Nichira took off on an overseas business trip, and he's still traveling around the world for work.
Whoa, Nichira-kun has changed. After all, people can grow no matter their age.
I think he's probably just trying to forget the shock of his heartbeat.
Meanwhile, Mio and Shinobu-chan came to my house to report that they passed the exam. Congrats, both of you! Today's a feast!
Thank you, Nii-chan. I got in the same department as Shinobu, so we'll continue to be together.
Oh yeah? Time to collect ideas for the university edition of my manga! By the way, I was very surprised back then when I learned that Shinobu-chan was the president's daughter. Mion also didn't know too much about it either.
Oh, Hajime-san. You're thinking about drawing a new manga, right? Have you decided on a topic?
Well, not yet. I hope to get some good ideas soon. Then, Shinobu-chan approaches me and hugs my arm tightly. Huh? Why? What?
Then, how about a female college student who falls in love with a manga artist? I'll give you lots of ideas. We can go on a date or even do a sleepover, you know?
Hey, Shinobu-chan? No way! You! Shinobu-chan looks up at me. That's when I finally understood her feelings. After that incident with Nichira, you've become very forward, haven't you? Ah, she's cute, but she's still a minor. Please, give me some time to prepare my heart for this.
Boo. But I'll be waiting for you.
There are so many things in this world that we think we know but don't know. I don't even know everything about the person next to me. So, by spending more time with her, I'm sure I'll make new discoveries one after another. I hope to take in each of them one by one and cherish